Hey everyone, welcome to the first video of the channel. Today we are going to discuss about a bike which has generated massive buzz all around the globe. One which is trying to cement its place in the adventure and off-road segment, the all-new BMW F450 GS. Nicknamed the Baby GS, it definitely derives some of its similarities in design from its highest cc counterpart. Manufactured in TVS's Hosur plant, the Baby GS was the talk of the town for the last couple of months. With its launch day and media day already concluded, let's dive deeper into the bike and see its different features. This being one of the first multi-cylinder made in India adventure motorbike, the expectations were quite high with this. Let's get straight to business then. The 450 GS boasts a 420cc parallel twin inline engine producing 48 bhp power and a maximum torque of 43 Nm at 6750 rpm. Moreover, the engine provides most of its torque around 4000 rpm, thus it gives a thrilling throaty sound at lower rpm level. Incidentally, most of its power also tapers out around 9000 rpm even before the red line is reached. As per official claims, the top speed of the machine is around 165 kmph, but the European units clocked out at 157 kmph. We will cover this as well as the exhaust note of the machine in later part of the video. The final verdict: it is fast but not as explosive as everyone expected. Even with small disappointments here and there, the only thing that this machine will pass with flying colors is its design aspect. Even a minor glance and this machine screams pure GS DNA. The iconic fly line, the distinctive B and the side trim panels in the GS trophy livery all takes inspiration from the older GS heritage. Proportionate, lean and taut profile. To its overall stance, the GS looks and feels premium in and out. It has successfully imbibed a very minimalistic design philosophy which will definitely be liked by the motor aficionados globally. The launch did not feature the sports edition of the bike, the Racing Red, which is available globally, the one that you can see in the video from time to time. It also has a character to itself like the GS Trophy livery or the Cosmic Black edition. The quality, fit and finish and the overall execution, verdict unmistakable GS. Moving ahead on the other aspects of the bike, the weight management has been incredible in the 450 GS. The curb weight of the bike is 178 kg, that is 8.5 kg increase from the 310 GS, which is simply brilliant. The seat height of the bike is 845 mm. For short riders, it may be a problem, but BMW has lower seat option in its accessories, which will reduce the seat height by 15 mm, so it won't be a deal breaker. The sitting space on offer is actually quite incredible for both tall as well as short riders. The handlebar, the foot peg, the overall riding triangle is comfortable. The foot peg to the seat position might feel a tight squeeze vertically, but it's managed. The handlebar, the clutch and both the front as well as the rear brake levers are adjustable in all the variants. The GS Trophy variant has adjustable suspension in both the ends. Going over broken tarmac or on Indian roads, the suspension might feel a bit off or a bit on the firm side compared to other adventure bikes. At low speeds over smaller bumps, the suspension works well, but as the speed increases, the plush ride quality might decrease. It goes directly into the handling department of the bike and its controls. The control translates into strong dynamics. Even at triple digit speeds, the bike holds its own and it planted to the road. Flickability increases significantly. What it means is that the massive lean angles or the direction changes, those will be easier in this bike. Braking system complements this. The brakes offer good bite, has a sharp feedback, and the bike stops almost instantly. It has progressive braking for easy modulation and the front drive is smooth. The riding modes on the bike complements this further. Bike gets alloy wheels as a stock on all the three variants with the option to upgrade it to a spoke tubeless wheel as an accessory. There is significant change on the tire profile of the bike compared to the 310 GS. While the front section gets the typical 19-inch tires, BMW has gone 2 sizes smaller on the rear with a 17-inch profile. It will complement the handling experience of the bike as well as increase the overall off-road character. But we will get to know about this more as more people clock in the kilometers with this bike. The machine boasts a full LED headlight setup with daytime riding lights, but only time will tell whether how it performs during night rides. Don't add much on paper, but it will surely help the rider to venture with this machine into different terrains in the long run. Impressive feature on the bike would be its instrument cluster or the electronics that it offers. The console is a mini computer on its own. The riders will have fun exploring what the console has to offer to them. Verdict: solid but not sold. We are almost at the end. Before we proceed further, let's hear the exhaust note and the top speed of the bike as promised. The India launch saw BMW unveiling three variants of GS 450, the base being the cheaper option with limited accessories, the exclusive variant priced slightly higher with few more additions, leading up to the ultimate GS Trophy Edition, which is a more off-road centric model of the Format 2. Let's understand what each of them offer. So the base variant comes in cosmic black color, available at an ex-showroom of 4,70,000 with the on-road touching close to 5,80,000 in cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad. Let's see what it misses out on. It misses out on a lot of things, starting from the windshield, the engine guard, the knuckle guard. It also misses out on an adjustable suspension, the shift assist pro or the quick shifter, metallic foot peg, as well as the ERC or the easy ride clutch. Moreover, it only gets 3 riding modes compared to the other two models. With an ex-showroom price of 4,90,000, 20,000 increase from the base, the exclusive model gets almost everything that was missed on the base. It gets the ERC clutch, it gets the knuckle guard, it gets the transparent windshield, it misses out on the suspension though, it gets the shift assist pro, it gets the metallic foot peg. Rest of the details are all the same. It also gets a 4th riding mode, the Enduro Pro mode, apart from the 3 modes that were already present for the base variant. The bike is both E10 and E20 compatible for the Indian roads. Forgot to mention, it does get a plastic engine guard too. So if you're willing to spend an additional 40,000 over the mid variant, you are going to get the GS Trophy or the ultimate version of the F450 GS. Presented with the racing blue metallic with accents of red and white, this beast comes in an ex-showroom of 5,30,000 with prices reaching up to 6.5 lakhs in cities like Bangalore. This is the more off-road centric version of the F450 GS, where this iconic look is underpinned with a comprehensive range of equipments. In addition to the Shift Assist Pro and the Riding Modes Pro, this machine is equipped for optimal off-road capabilities thanks to the easy ride clutch, the Enduro footrest, the sporty suspension and the aluminium underride guard. Also on board we have the hand protectors and a higher tinted windscreen with rally aesthetics. The badging on the engine cowl has a minor change with ERC written along with BMW. The sport suspension on the GS Trophy Elite is adjustable, where users can adjust both the preload and the rebound. Already mentioned, it comes with 4 riding modes, where it comes with ABS Pro, which is nothing but the cornering ABS. Fuel tank capacity is 14 liters on all the 3 variants. So these are the 3 variants that are available in India. As you already know, the sports variant or the racing red is not available for sale in India. This we come to the end of the video. Let's move on to the final part where we discuss the pros and cons of the machine. As content creators, our sole job is to get all the facts right about the topic that we want to speak and to showcase it to our viewers in a more presentable way. But for viewers, they can be seeing this video for one as an informative video. The second type of viewers can be the ones who want to purchase this vehicle and want to gather more information. So a generic caution, this video is no way trying to bias your decision to buy or maybe not to buy. On this note, for the sake of the video, the elephant in the room in this case will be whether you should be buying this machine or not. Segregating this bias into a simple pros and cons, what can be the pros? Premium design of the bike, the look and feel, the rich legacy, BMW's brand value worldwide. These can be some of the pointers that can influence your decision to buy the bike. The ERC in the trophy variant as well as the exclusive one. That is a new take that will take time for everyone to get accustomed to. Like every other thing that has came to our world, there will be backlash, but with the advent of ERC, more and more brands are going to incorporate this. Some might bring out the hill hold function. That is the point that most of the viewers are complaining that is currently not there. So we have to get accustomed to this new functionality instead of complaining that it is not good for the bike. The instrument cluster is brand new. It has a lot of functionalities. It is a great look. It has a lot of potential. The heated grips. The engine for one is good. It is a definite upgrade over the 310 GS, which did have a couple of flaws in the global markets. So all in all, let's see the cons of. Even a person who doesn't understand motorcycles, the first problem that he is going to face is with the ERC clutch. Both welcoming as well as a bit challenging to understand. With the power lag issue that a lot of people are facing, BMW surely has a need to address this problem. The second one to be listed out would be the cruise control being missing out on the F450 GS. It was a welcome feature and the Indian market would have surely enjoyed another bike with the cruise control. A lot of people have been using it in the KTM 390 version and it is truly a good thing to have. So this being not available on an adventure bike, it surely can be a deal breaker for a lot of people who are trying to buy the F450 over the 390 adventure. The third will be the price factor. Pricing it slightly higher side on the Indian market, since it only makes sense for a lot of people to buy only the trophy variant because the base doesn't have anything. The exclusive does have the flavor, but the trophy is the one that the people are going to sort out for. With accessories, it will rake up the final price significantly. With the trophy having an on-road of 6.5, 6.3, with accessories it will surely cross 7 easily. Servicing cost will be significantly higher compared to other adventure bike because of the brand value, and this is a point that everyone has been speaking of for the last couple of months as it is. BMW does have some package of 4 services of 40,000 and things like that. You can surely take up those packages, but if someone doesn't have those packages, you are pretty easily going to shell out another 2,000 to 3,000 per service. And with premium parts being used for building this bike, the servicing cost will also be premium if you crash, if at all that happens, God forbid that. Before anything else, get a test ride of this bike. See whether you are loving the feeling of riding the bike or owning the bike in the long term. Unless purchasing as an upgrade from lower cc or already having a super bike and purchasing this as another weekend toy to enjoy. Stretching the budget to get the bike should be a frowned upon decision by a lot of Indians in general. Sit with your dealership manager, understand the nuances, understand the basic cost of maintaining the bike, budget it out for at least 2 years minimum. Ask the dealership about parts availability, the pricing, factor in each data to understand the pricing for the next 2 years. Only then make an informed decision whether you want to purchase the bike or not. There are some potential serious rivals in this category. The KTM 390, the Himalayan 450, the Honda NX500. Try out those. See for yourself. As I said, test ride the bike first, even before going into any permanent buying decision. With this, we end the video. Thank you for watching. Test ride it out before buying it.